Hey everyone, welcome to group break number 379. Today we have the hobby box battle between 21-22 Upper Deck Series 2 and 22-23 Upper Deck Series 2. So I really like the 21-22 Young Gun crop personally. I think it's really strong. 22-23, I'm not as big on it, but there's still some like high-end potential. You've got Slavkovsky, Kuzmenko, Wyatt Johnson, among a few other names. There's some really good defensemen as well, but yeah. Anyways, 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. Good luck, everyone. Let's jump over to Team Random because that would be helpful. All right. Here we go. 3 times. Once. Twice. 3rd time. Maxime on top. Christopher on the bottom. And then the rest of this week's breaks will get posted tomorrow. Probably around 11-ish, if I'd have to guess. 11:30, somewhere's in there. And then 3 times on the teams. So should be 2 cheaper mixers, but fun mixers. Different products and a little bit of different products in both. All right. Once. Twice. 3rd time. Boston on top. The Flames on the bottom. All right. Maxime, you have the Boston Bruins with Patrice Bergeron just retiring today. Big news. Chris Hatcher with the Blues, Brent with the Jets, Derek with the Capitals, Ellis with the Avs, Brendan with the Flyers, Robert, you've got the Rangers and Penguins, Dan with the Sharks, Brandon with the Panthers, Maxime with Chicago. I think Connor Bedard's ball hockey team just lost in overtime too. Walter with the Columbus Blue Jackets, Marshall with the LA Kings, Jean-Francois with the Oilers, Maxime with the Islanders, Christopher with the Canucks, John with the Coyotes, Brian with the Senators, Apollo with the Habs, Maxime with the Ducks, Kevin with the Kraken, Julian with Vegas, Robert with the Hurricanes, Brent with the Red Wings, Dan with the Stars, Kurt with the Lightning, Kevin with the Wild, Jean-Francois with the Devils, Maxime with the Predators, Bill with the Sabres, Robert, you got the Toronto Maple Leafs, and Christopher with the Flames. So there are your teams. I'll get them into the usual team viewer here. Yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good day. It should be pretty fun. I think 21-22 Series 2 is legitimately, in terms of like overall Young Gun crop and potential, it's probably going to play out similar to 17-18 Series 1, where there's just a lot of really, really good players, and none of them like hit super well early on. There are a couple, but no one really exploded, and then there's going to be 1 or 2 that just explode, and I am very much looking forward to that because I think it's a really strong crop. So I mean, you have players in like your 10th, 11th, even like 15th worst rookie, like Young Gun, out of 49 that would be in the top 5 in other crops. So there we go, team view. All right. So we'll start off with, I think we'll do this traditional battle style. So we'll start off with series or 21-22. We're always going to start off with series 2 and go from there and see which one wins. So I have, like, if I'm going to bet, I would say I haven't checked the Young Gun prices from 21-22 in a while, but I would lean towards that being the stronger product. But 22-23 does have some decent Young Guns. And again, you can't forget about the Hab tax. It is very much a thing. All right, here we go. There's the sticker. Box 1. Alrighty. We'll rip and stack as per usual. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Again, let's pull like a sick Young Gun exclusives today would be nice. I'll take a high gloss. We actually haven't pulled a Young Gun high gloss in a while. Feels like we're kind of due. based off how like print runs work for Series 2 since like 21, 22, and 22, 23, you need to open up about, I'd say about 50 cases for a high gloss. So like a high gloss Young Gun. So regular high gloss is every 10 cases. More or less what it works out to. Because you get, it seems like you average 1 exclusives per case, and so that would mean a high gloss every 10 cases, just based off how the print runs work. All right, here we go. Let's get started. Elinin for the Habs on the portraits will go high. Petrie for the Habs on the canvas. Kachuk for the Bolts on the rookie. And right out of the gate, good Young Gun, Dawson Mercer with the spot below the G. So one thing to note with the Mercer Young Guns is that some of them have the mark on the back and some don't. But good start. Pretty good Young Gun. Hendrix Lapierre, just a regular back on that one. As always, if you're ever opening up Series 2 that has OPC in it, or you're opening up OPC in general, check the back of all your retros, because they can be blank backs and they are rare. Lapierre on the rookie portraits. With a line A for the Jets. Shushko for the Flyers. Weatherby on the Young Guns canvas for the Sharks. Rookie materials of Mike Hardman for Chicago. Dazzlers of Kopitar for the Kings. And Ferentz for the Predators. Is Tommy Novak Series 1? I think he might be Series 1. Standard start. Nothing special. Just decent. Mercer's good. Would like to see, you know, a couple other of couple decent Young Guns. You should normally get, in 21, 22, you should get like 2 pretty decent Young Guns per box. That would be at least what it like seems to work out to. Tomasino sometimes with Mercer, like Tomasino, Newhook, Mercer, I think is what I remember one of the crops being. All right, here we go. Veleno for the Red Wings. Darnell Nurse for the Oilers on the canvas. Front variation of Nino Niederreiter for the Hurricanes. Darlene for the Sharks. Takchev for the Kings. Seth Jones for Chicago. Stunich for the Devils. First fluorescence, Alex Newhook for the Avs. The Cole Cylinder Young Gun right behind it. Good little pack there. Kind of half case hit, but a little bit of chipping in the top. Pretty common on the fluorescences. Cole Cylinder Young Gun. Again, one of those like good Young Gun, has potential to be a legit top 6 forward. And like doesn't fall into the top. I mean, he has potential probably to be a first line forward, really. Steen for the Bruins. And he doesn't really fall into like the top even 7, I'd say, Young Guns for the crop. Monahan for the Flames. Eklund for the Sharks on the retro. And Takchev for the Kings. So got our 4 Young Guns, got our fluorescent. Pretty standard box, nothing special, nothing like, you know, wow, that was a great box, but it was good. again, like you got Mercer, who's a legit first line player, like top 6 forward, and Cylinder, who should be just teasing Columbus. So be interested to see what happens in Columbus, because with Mike Babcock coming in as a coach there, that's gonna be interesting. Box number is 40. Here we go. Got something stand worthy in this box. Want something stand worthy. Yeah, Platinum was wild. If you didn't catch that break, we had, I'd say, a decent inner case. Nothing too fancy. The Dorofeyev Seismic Gold Auto to 25 was nice. Byfield and Lundell rookie autos, which both are Group Bs. We hit a non-auto auto of Bernard Docker. Literally, the card just didn't get signed for whatever reason, and it got put in the product, so. I'm on for the Canucks on the Dazzlers. Rookie portraits of Kastlik for the Senators. Ronnie Attard on the Young Guns for the Flyers. Bennett for the Panthers on the canvas. Junior grads of Quinn Hughes for the Canucks. Fix Wolanski for the Blue Jackets. Kuchekov. Short print for the Hurricanes. Lunchbox Legends Gold of Clayton Keller for the Yotes. Those are, I think they work out to like 1 per case-ish. Junior grads of Miro Heiskanen for the Stars. There we go. Well, I think that's a win for 22-23. Nice little Slavkovsky Young Gun. Corners are fine, but not spectacular. Edges are fine, but not spectacular. Probably not a 10. Which is fine. And not everything out of a box is going to be a 10. Brandon Bureau for the Sabres on the Young Gun canvas, and Jordan Spence on the honor roll for the Kings. All right. Good first half there. Oh. Slavkovsky is sometimes with Kuzmenko, I think. Right? Actually, we haven't opened up a ton of 22-23 series too. Last pack here. Flip, and let's go through this. Welcome to Carolina. Chaffee for the Wild on the Young Guns. French variation of Wheeler for the Jets. Lunchbox Legends of Mr. McDavid for the Oilers. Hartman for the Wild on the canvas. Yep, there's Kuzmenko. So there you go, Chris. We got our Kuzmenko. Same thing. Corners aren't like perfect, but they're not the worst. So probably like a 9, which is fine. Seven, Regenda for the Ducks. 5, 6, 7, 8. Patrice Bergeron on the instant impressions. Black and white canvas of Jeff Carter for the Penguins. Patterson for the Canucks on the canvas. Dylan Holloway. Good little young gun crop here. Got a decent chance to do something. And Brant Clark for Calder for the Kings. So, good box there. 3 good young guns. Kuzmenko, Holloway, Slavkovsky. 2 of them being the top. I would argue, honestly, like 2 of the top 3 right there. So, that's a win for Series 2, which means we need to start with it. So 1-0 Series 2. One nothing Series 2 after 1. Five through 5. Yeah, this is a pretty good little value break too, with just the amount of like good young guns you can get. I mean, especially at the price. Like, couldn't even get into Series 2 break really, even pre-COVID, pre-sport card boom for this price. It'd be close. It'd be close, but definitely just fun. It's fun when boxes are a little cheaper, right? Easier to open them. So, looking forward to seeing like what MVP has in store. I know credentials is going to be interesting. I'm not too sure on it. Probably it's one of those ones I'm going to have to see opened up and kind of like to really get a feel for it. But Blankenberg for the Blue Jackets. Ooh, well, there's a high gloss. Said let's get a high gloss today. Adam Larson for the Kraken. 1 of 10 on the high gloss. Let's go. Super tough pulls, and honestly, getting Kraken, probably one of the better teams. That's stand worthy. High glosses are always stand worthy. Nice one there for Seattle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Welcome to Edmonton. Dylan Holloway again for the Oilers. Hunter Drew for the Ducks. Nichushkin for the Avs. That's a like the quality of that card's insane. Nice Larson high gloss there. Hogberg for the Flyers. Holloway for Calder for the Oilers. Fix Walensky. It looks like the corner, it might just be the foiling, but the corner's got a little bit of a dot on it. I think it's just the foiling on those, so for Columbus. Michelli for the Yotes. Riley Walsh for the Devils. Hellebuck for the Jets. Will he get traded? Gonna be interesting. Winnipeg's one of those teams that like they kind of need to win. Like they need to be competitive, just marketplace wise. I'm shocked teams that are in like marketplaces that you need to win more don't put more of an emphasis on scouting. And just like trying to find efficiencies off the ice that lead to efficiencies on the ice. Because a lot of times they're ran more traditionally. But like it's cheaper to hire, say, 4 to 5 player development coaches than it is to like sign a player to an ELC and never have them pan out too. So Catholic for the Senators. Sider on the World Junior Grads for the Red Wings. Mandelis for the Senators. French Young Guns of Lucas Johansson for the Capitals. French Young Gun. It's not bad. Yep, I can throw that up right now. 1 second, let me get this top loaded. There we go. Chuck for the Senators. KF Key for the Bolts. I will say, opening up all the hockey cards and stuff and going through hockey cards has helped a lot with Puck Doku. I don't know how many people here are playing that, but absolutely love it. Good morning stuff. Imama for the Yotes. Kopitar on the instant impressions for the Kings. We got a highlighters of Jeff Carter for the Penguins. Cards look cool. I don't know. There's something about just like colored acetate to me that just looks good. Love the clear colored stuff. 6, 7, 8. Clayton Keller for the Yotes. Jakai for the Habs. Good little box here. Young Guns weren't the best, but High Gloss was solid, and Highlighters is good. Philadelphia for the Welcome To. All right. Box 3 out of the way. It is hopefully if you got your team. If not, as per usual, just let me know your first name or initial, and I can always let you know too. So, yeah. Here we go. Box 3. Or 4. Box 4. I can count. I swear. Some days I doubt it, but other days I know I can. $74.74. All right, 2 more packs here. There we go. All right, let's see let's go for a Tomasino Young. It's not too high of a bar, but this is actually pretty winnable. So here we go. Heiskanen for the Stars. Walcott for the Bolts. Willman for the Flyers. Sunic for the Devils. Mercer on the rookie portrait, also for the Devils. Neighbors for the Blues. Toffoli for the Habs on the canvas. Young Guns canvas black of Cam York. Nice little Cam York canvas black there. Those are case hits. A decent Young Gun canvas to get, so no complaints here. And the special Young Gun pile. Raymond on the Dazzlers. Nice one there for Detroit. Chinnikov for Columbus on the Young Guns. Thompson for Vegas on the rookie portraits. Drew Doughty, canvas for the Kings. These cards. All right. Well, I'd say we need to get a Young Gun that's either two Young Guns that are better than Jakai, or like a good exclusives or a cool like Easter egg hit, because the high gloss is tough to beat. I do like rewarding high glosses victories just because of how tough they are to pull. Lots of flyers on the back of these cards. Ooh, speaking of Drew Ryan, seeing him with McKinnon this year could be interesting. The biggest change from 21-22 Series 2 to 22-23 is the lack of OPC rookies in 22-23. I myself prefer them. They just provide a lot of extra little value over just generic inserts. And it's always nice to get the updates. So, all right, here we go. I think we have a red, actually. Allard on the French Young Guns. So we tied up on the French Young Guns. That's good, though, because we're only 2 boxes into each, and we've got technically a case worth of French Young Guns already. Ruzicka for the Flames. Parker Kelly for the Senators. Shushko for the Flyers. McTavish for the Ducks. Oh, no, there's Tommy Novak. Okay, cool. For the Predators. Well, Tommy Novak. Decent Young Gun. To get right now. Finish the season really strong. Oscar Steen on the blue. Who's the red gonna be? Anton Lundell. Pretty good red there with a Eklund Young Guns. Another good, I mean, if you bought that pack, you'd be super happy. Case hit in the Lundell. A little bit off-centered, but this has a bit of foreshadowing for Platinum. And, I mean, Eklund's a good Young Gun. Didn't take off quite as much as what I expected, but could do it. Still young, right? I need more top loaders. And yeah, so there's going to be this week and then next week for breaks. And then after that, we're going to be on a bit of a break. Branta for the Avs. I will be off to Sweden for my honeymoon. So Crosby on the canvas for the Penguins. Thornton for the Panthers. So if you're wondering where breaks are, Young Gun checklist between Sider and Raymond. Coming like August 9th, because I know Stature, Black Diamond are going to come out during that time frame. I will be not in the country, so it'll be hard to do breaks, and we'll probably do breaks when I get back for those. So, what wins that? I'm gonna call that one. I mean, what does a Novak Young Gun go for? That's gonna be the decider here. I want to say the Lundell Red is gonna be less than that. It's gonna be. I think we're gonna go with the high gloss for that. Yeah, we'll go with the high gloss. So 2-0, 22-23. That was one that you could call even though, I think, but I think we got the French Young Guns were on par with each other, and then the red is the red with the two better Young Guns probably equals the value of the high gloss, but then again, it's Shikai. Shikai's probably better. 8-8. All right. Well, I need 21-22 to step its game up. It's been struggling. It's been struggling. Not even struggling that bad, mind you. It's been two decent boxes of 22-23. You got the best Young Guns and like two of the best Young Guns in the same box, and then you got the high gloss in the next box with the French. Pretty tough to beat that. It's beatable though. Alright. There we go. Cole Reinhardt for the Senators. Caulfield on the World Junior Grads for the Habs. Polyachinok for the Yotes on the Dazzlers. Mayer for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Shane Wright for Seattle. Yeah, another solid Young Gun. William Karlsson for Vegas on the canvas. 2 cards into this. So 7. Oh, there it is. Kept Key for the Bolts on the portraits. Ooh, oh my goodness. For Chicago, 1/1 Dazzlers printing plate of Lucas Reichel. That is a huge hit. 1/1, and that is a gorgeous plate too. 1/1 Lucas Reichel Dazzlers plate Chicago. That is a phenomenal plate. Like, that is so clean. Awesome stuff there. Hey JD. JD, I think I was able to sneak 7 decoys into your last shipment, so I fit as many as I could in. Envelope was kind of full. All right. Well, that's a really good hit. Wow. Yeah. I don't know how much it'll go for, but it should be a decent amount. So awesome. Oh, I got them today. That's sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 veneers for the Kraken on the Vert Calder. You know what? I'm going to go back just through the base just in case, because sometimes they do the printing plates as a bonus. Yeah, again, if anyone needs decoys, I do have extras. I essentially, when sorting through all my own personal cards, I ran into an entire like 5,000 count box full of them. So Chisholm for Winnipeg. So if you're in a break, let me know. Ratcliffe, I feel like he's changed teams. He used to be Flyers, but I feel like it's maybe not. I feel like Predators for some reason. Feel like Predators. I don't know. Where's Cap Friendly? He is currently a free agent. $223. Transactions. Yeah, he was traded to the Predators, so that's his last team, and I think he's technically an RFA. Or did he not get tendered? So I think, yeah, we'll go Predators on that. Because it was technically his current team. So Predators on that one. That up there. And Team Canada stuff goes to their current team if they're active, and he is active, so I know he's retiring. Yeah. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be the Predators. Shane Wright. All right. On the honor roll. Yeah, that's a little bit of a confusing one because we normally just go by it goes by the logo on the card just for simplicity's sakes, because that's what it is. And Team Canada goes to either active team or most games played if they're retired. He's not retired, and like he was active with the Predators for their AHL team. So I'll look it up again tonight just in case he signed an AHL deal. Actually, I forgot to look up elite prospects. One second. But even then, if he signed an AHL deal, we'd still go to confirm to Chicago. Yeah, I think we still stick with the Predators there. So he did sign an AHL deal. I'll stick with the Predators there. All right. Sorry, I just want to make sure we got that as right as possible. Adam Fox for the Rangers. It's really easy when the player's an active player or like really good. Ben Jones for Vegas. Nugent Hopkins on the French for the Oilers. Welcome to Washington. Sveshnikov for the Hurricanes. Ethan Prow for the Sabres. Welcome to Toronto. Frederick Karlstrom for the Stars. Urbix for the Bolts. Ovechkin for the Capitals on the instant impressions. Black and white Young Gun Camp. Wow, Dylan Holloway's been all over this break. 2 base Young Guns and a black and white Young Gun canvas, so I think there's some potential for him. Just depends where he plays in that lineup. And Konechny for the Flyers. Well, again, good luck to Series 2, 21-22, because that was another really good box. We just happened to hit one of the absolute best cards that you could hit, so. All right, here we go. What are we gonna find in here? We're gonna go with the Cider Podkolzin crop. I'm feeling that. Okay. $9.13. I feel Cider Podkolzin. Yeah, that Dazzler, so like the printing plate, just how crisp the black is on it is phenomenal. Can't really see Lucas Reichel, but it looks really cool. I love seeing printing plates. I don't know. I think they're very slept on card, to be completely honest. They're so unique and so cool to me. I love collecting them. I've got a few, like, but I like when Panini did back in Dominion. They did printing plate patch autos, and those always look cool. I don't know, it's just something different, right? Like, it's not your standard card, it's metal. I like that. I like things that are different. So, all right. Well, let's see if we can beat a Lucas Reichel 1/1 printing plate. It's doable. Chanel for the Predators. Bailey, Islanders. Perfetti for the Jets. Dorofeev for Vegas. Duncan Keith for the Oilers. Sampo Ranta for the Avs. Taylor Hall for the Bruins. There's 3 there. Taylor Radish, so that means Kachuk's going to be trailing behind. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen for the Sabres on the Young Gun canvas. Canvas black of Ryan Getzlaf for the Ducks. Thanks, Getzlaf. Jordan Binnington on the Dazzlers for the Blues. Matthew Phillips. I hope he gets a chance in Washington. Very good player. Short, but good player. Like, again, his main... If he was like 3-4 inches taller, he would be an everyday NHLer. It's just he is small, and that scares a lot of teams. But has always been a really good scorer at every single level he's played at. So hopefully he gets an NHL shot, because he's one of those players that, like, kind of like Bunting, where if they find the right spot and the right opportunity, they should be able to take it and thrive. I mean, Bunting did that in Toronto. All right. Got an Ekblad for the Panthers. Strom for Chicago. French variation of Orlov. For the Capitals. There's Kachuk for the Bolts. Dano for the Kings on the update. Studnich for the Devils. This card's got like gunk on the back. Dano on the update. Blue this time for the Kings. Perfetti for the Jets and a Quinn Hughes Pink Dazzlers for the Canucks. Nice Perfetti, but looks like 22-23 is going to go up 3-0. Not going to lie, shocked by that. I would have not had it that way. Hardman? Fox and Panarin on the canvas checklist. Retro of Chinnikov for the Blue Jackets. And finishing off the box is a Vejmelka, Young Gun for the Yotes. So, 3-0. Series 2, just cleaning house. Absolutely cleaning up. Just taking names. Said, how dare you disrespect me? We've, to be fair, we've gotten pretty lucky with the Series 2 boxes. The 22-23. Like, hitting a high gloss and a printing place out of the same case is nuts. That's a super high roll. 956 on the box number. Thank you, packs. There we go. All right. Let's pull. Well, we pulled chain right. So I feel like we should get a Wyatt Johnson. All right. Last pack. Here we go. Welcome to New York for the Rangers. McLaughlin for the Bruins on the Superstar Honor Roll. Hollander for the Penguins. Lucic for the Flames. Black and white canvas of Wheeler for the Jets. Canvas of Rantanen for the Avs. Riley Walsh for the Devils again. David Yurchak, nice young guns there for the Blue Jackets. Kyrou on the World Junior Grads. Spence on the Dazzlers for the Kings. Kodiak for the Devils on the Rookie Portraits. Isamont for the Jets. Panarin for the Rangers. Not a bad first half, but not like a world beater by any means. All right. But yeah, for breaks this week, we'll have a mixer that's kind of 2122 SP Authentic, Series 2, Allure, SP Game Used, and I'm missing something else in there. Am I? I think it's 2 Series 2, 2. I think it's something like that. Oh, and Ice. Ice is in there. And the other one's going to have 2021 Clear Cut with some 2223 Series 2, a box of 2122 Series 2, and then I think Ice as well there, and SP Game Use maybe, I forget. But one will have SP Authentic, one will have Clear Cut, varying years of Series 2. So cheaper breaks, focusing more on having some fun with them rather than like, you know, the pure like highest value breaks in terms of putting, you know, the more products you put into a break, the cheaper they kind of each product gets. But East Mount for the Jets. Oh, that Panarin's in the wrong spot. Ooh, fluorescent Orlo for the Sharks. These look sharp this year. Really like these. Slight chipping. Wouldn't be a fluorescence without some slight chipping, but these look really, really nice. To 150 for the Sharks. Well, that's gonna be tough to beat. Well, not tough to beat. It's beatable, but Detroit on the welcome to. Yeah, should be a couple of good breaks. I'll go for the Bruins. Next week we'll have probably some credentials. Cooley for the Habs on the Young Gun canvas. Ben Myers for the Avs. Jack Hughes for the Devils. Cooley for the Habs. Kodiak on the French. So 3 French Young Guns. We're doing pretty good odds wides. 3 French Young Guns. So you normally get 2.4. Kind of most of the time you get 2. Sometimes you'll get 3 per case, but we're already at 3. So border low for the Sharks. And Hall for the Bruins. So that wraps up that. Good stuff. Nothing major though. Nothing major. It is beatable. This should be where 21-22 Series 2 is just like, yeah, this is my time to shine. You know, you got to beat a Yurachek, an Okodiak French, and the border low fluorescence. Not too complicated there. They should have the Young Gun beat, even though I really like Yurachek. He's a defenseman and won't sell super well. I should specify he's a defenseman in Columbus. So 2-2. I still can't get over how clean that printing plate is. There's like no ink spots on it. Just so clean. All right. Well, Series 2's got to do the reverse sweep to tie things up. I think it can do it. I think it can. Waba, there is no retail next year. So we'll have to wait to see the checklist comes out, but I think, like, honestly, Hobby's gonna end up being your best bet. They're changing up how it works across like all their SKUs. The format's totally different. Tins might be okay. It depends on the price of everything, right? Young Guns are going to be 1 and 2 hobby packs in hobby, not blasters. Not blasters. I will tell you right now, not blasters. Blasters, I think you're only guaranteed like 1 Young Gun per blaster, and if you times it by like 5. So what they're doing, just before I get into the box, before I lose my train of thought, it looks like they're doing is they took out the retail SKU, which is fine. They're plussing the tins, so the tins are going to be in between what they were and retail. They essentially have the same number of packs, but the packs are bigger this year. However, the Young Guns are 1 and 3 packs, I believe, in tins, as opposed to 1 and 2 in hobby. So you should be getting, I think, the same amount of Young Guns per tin, maybe a little bit more. I need to go through and do the math on it, but so the tins are going to be kind of like you're in between retail and hobby, and then they technically have retail. It's going to be the gravity pack, so there's going to be 36 pack boxes. There'll be, again, 1 and 3 for Young Guns, I believe, whereas hobby will be 1 and 2. So it's just going to come down to the price of everything and the contents. I think people are going to overlook 1 and 2 versus 1 and 3, and that's going to add up over time. So it's going to depend. So, but yeah, it doesn't, unless they change something, it doesn't look like retail is going to be there. Short print Swayman for the Bruins on the rookie portraits. Adam Fox for the Rangers. Suter for the Stars. Gadjevich for the Sharks. So I'm gonna venture to guess to say hobby's gonna be the best bet, but also hobby's gonna be the most expensive. That's a Hardman OPG, by the way, for the Chicago Blackhawks. Cam York on the portraits for the Flyers. So Lundell for the Panthers. Tomasino, there he is. There's our boy. All right. So Tomasino's normally with Newhook, which would make this a win, I think, because Tomasino better than Yurchak. Nice IF Brady retired canvas for the Capitals. Yeah, I mean, the whole format's changing, so it is tougher, so to say, to like say what one's gonna be the best, because it can also change between now and then. But like on paper right now, I think hobby's just going to be your best bet. Wow, another Young Gun canvas black, Jake Neighbors. Not too often you get 2 of them out of 6 boxes, so nice one there. These were loose boxes of Series 2. Well, the 21-22, but I think that's a win, because that's better than the French Young Guns, I would say. Malkin for the Penguins. And Bernard Docker for the Senators. But yeah, I'll probably make a post on Blue Sky or something about that. I might actually start up some old school writing again, just to get into the weeds of the mathematical numbers and stuff. About Michkov, yeah. Michkov is interesting. The fact that he was signing stuff. The other one that's really interesting is that Matthew Savoy was signing his draft day marks already, which it looks like they were finished. And if they were finished, that means that he's going to be in next year. So I don't know. I'm curious, to say the least, of what's going on there. They're definitely future planning better, a lot better, which is, I mean, given what happened over the past couple of years, a very good lesson. So I like seeing that. Takchev for the Kings. Renski for the Blue Jackets. Wallstrom on the French variation for the Islanders. Richards for the Rangers. Ruzicka for the Flames. Sillinger. It's silly season for the Blue Jackets. Perfetti for the Jets on the blue. Nice one there. Oh, that's a Young Guns exclusives, I think. That Byfield, Newhook, and nope. Well, it's Takchev, but Young Guns exclusives of Takchev. So, pretty easy win for Series 2 then. So Newhook. Hey, we'll take a Young Guns exclusives. Not the best player, but better than nothing. Really good break. McTavish for the Ducks. Faction for the Capitals. Mercer for the Devils. And Elinin for the Habs. So, hey, good box. All right. We have a fight. 3-1. Let's see if we can continue the momentum here. Byfield is pointed, I think, more to the left of the card. It's amazing that we haven't hit the best Young Guns out of the 21-22 crop, and it's like, yeah, there's still a lot of really good Young Guns. 162. Just such a deep crop. But this has legitimately been a phenomenal break. We've got 3 canvas black Young Guns, a high gloss, a plate of like a really good rookie, Young Guns exclusives, not the best player, but you still take them. A couple of fluorescences, some decent Young Guns in there. You know, you can't complain. Can't complain about this break. It is why I like doing Series 1 and Series 2 breaks, just because they're very consistent, and like for the most part there's gonna at least be a couple teams that are always gonna do well. Whereas when you get into like more hobby-based stuff, like more risk-reward stuff, there's gonna be times where no one does well. Yeah, I definitely looking forward to seeing what happens. And because the other thing about Michkov's rookie year too, that people don't really remember yet or like think about yet, is that his contract's set to expire in 26 or for the 25-26 season, and Upper Deck's licensing agreement ends in 2026. So it might mean that they're also just expecting to renew it already, which you do have to plan for that. Parayko for the Blues on the canvas. Just had a pop up 1 second. There we go. Mercer for the Devils. Gertson, Vancouver Giants legend for the Devils. Lundell, retro. Panthers. Rosvedov for the Yotes. Oscar Steen for the Bruins. Kucherov for the Bolts. Patterson on the canvas black for the Canucks. Thanks, PD there. Rosvik on the Dazzlers for Columbus. Bedard will be, I'm trying to think if we're thinking about Bedard or who we were talking about. Bedard will be later in the year. He's technically available as soon as a couple weeks. Ronberg for Vegas. He'll be in MVP as a redemption. Chinnikov for Columbus. And by the way, some people are starting to wake up to how MVP is a bit of a sleeper set. So wouldn't be shocked if you see a lot of people interested. But he will be or if you're talking about Michkov, for Michkov, it'll be once he debuts. Michkov will be 20. Like, at least typically that's what it's been. It's been once they've made their NHL PA agreement, and this is just going from other places of work. You essentially can't put a player in an NHL uniform and like market them in that as like a third party until they play an NHL regular season or playoff game. So it was the good old NCAA players while working at EA stuff where, you know, sometimes you, oops, accidentally this player portrait of a top NCAA player somehow snuck into the game. No idea how that happened. Obviously there's approvals and stuff for all that type of stuff, but it's definitely not as like straight easy as people expect for the like logistics of it. You'll see for the Predators, whereas like other sports, it's fine to just put them in once they're drafted. Chuck for the Flames. French variation of Romanov for the Habs. Neighbors for the Blues. Eklund for the Sharks. Lapierre for the Caps. Barzell for the Islanders on the honor roll. Got our blue coming up here. Hardman for Chicago. And a red of Duncan Keith for the Oilers. Those are actually really tough. With a Cider, there we go. Nice little Mo Cider. The vet red borders from Series 2 are extremely tough to pull. Nice Cider. So we should have a pot Coles in here. Keith for the Oilers again. Jack Hughes for the Devils. Passage for the Sharks. Oh, Lockwood this time. Lockwood. Huh. First time I've seen Cider without Podkolzin. Actually, no, that's a lie. I've seen it once before. All right. Well, we got to beat a Mo Cider. We did get all of our young guns there, right? I think so. Kurtzen started us off for 5, yep. All right. Box 10 to win. We're on match point here. They got to be a Cider Young Gun, which is beatable. It is beatable. If you get Slavkovsky and the Kuzmenko one again. The secondary Young Guns were actually really weak in that pack. That's kind of bizarre. But we did hit the Keith Red. That is technically a very rare card. It's just not the rare card you want to see, you know? Here we go. Gooley for Calder for the Habs. Shalgren for the Leafs. On the Dazzlers, there is a like line through it, like a peel. Dostal on the rookie portraits for the Ducks. Albigowax for the Sharks. Aho for the Hurricanes. Line for the Blue Jackets on the Lunchbox Legends. Seven Harris for the Habs. Ooh, another exclusives. Marchessault for Vegas. Well, that's nice. Yeah, it's nice. Resolve for the Wild. I think that's just the edge of the seat. Gooley for the Habs again on the Young Guns. Sanderson, Gunther, Ottawa, Arizona. Do we have to random this? Ottawa is Brian. I think we do. Arizona is John. They are literally above and below each other. As per usual with these, if we get like the black and white one or a printing plate, we'll random off the better one. Loser gets the worst one. So leave that there so I don't forget about it. All right. Check off for the Hurricanes. There we go. Pack didn't want to open up. There's a Patty B on the back again. We haven't had a clear cut yet. One thing we have not hit. You take a good clear cut young gun. The base clear cut young gun of like a not great player isn't going to beat the cider. I just need some base cards immediately. Good enough. All right. I think we have a jersey card in there. Yep. Well, there's a Kuzmenko, so I think we're tied up. Kuzmenko normally means Slavkovsky. French variation of Kako for the Rangers. Welcome to Minnesota. I don't know if we pulled that one before because I don't remember the background like that. Richie for the Yotes on the canvas. Jake Sanderson for the Senators. Still think the cider is just a little bit above right now, but it's barely holding on. They're, you know what? They're probably equal. So Kaprizov for the Wild. Tard for the Flyers. Bowie for the Kraken. Heiskanen on the instant impressions for the Stars. Rookie materials of Bobby Brink for the Flyers. Eberle for the Kraken on the canvas. And Lodine for the Senators. Oh, that's I feel like that's gotta be 22-23. So I think long term I like Sider more than Kuzmenko. Sider still has Kuzmenko. I think that is. I don't know. We're gonna just give that one to Series 2 to make things to 21-22 because there was one box where it was also really close the other way. So I think we're probably at like technically 2-1 if we're really being serious here. Like the Marsh is so exclusives. Like I think the overall package out of 22-23 was better, but your top end potential was just better out of 21-22. And they had the rarer card. Debatable, but so we'll say that if Series 21-22 wins this, it's a draw. But it's been pretty, like, all things considered, been pretty good. 22-23 has had definitely the higher end pulls, but we could have had the best pull out of 21-22 just with the Young Guns exclusives. These packs are shredding. All right, we need a strong showing here though. 21-22's kind of let me down a little bit. It's been good, but it's let me down a little bit. Kind of funny. Neighbors again. Riley for the Leafs. Keller for the Yotes. Got Keller canvases in both years. Dubois for the Jets. Oscar Steen for the Bruins. Lucas Raymond. Retro for the Red Wings. Nils Lundqvist for the Rangers. Phillips for the Flames. That's Lockwood for the Canucks. Phillips for the Flames. Nope, Byfield stuff. Oh, there's our first clear cut. Parayko for the Blues. And a French of Ben for the Stars. Well, that's our first clear cut. Not what you want to see, but on the board for a clear cut. Need some good Young Guns in this half. Otherwise, it's going to be 22-23 all the way. Need something insane here. Gotta set the pressure. It would suck to end this break on like 2 boxes that tie with like not the best hits, because it's been a really solid break. Yeah, high gloss, base exclusives, a Young Guns exclusives, 3 canvas black Young Guns, a printing plate, lots of solid Young Guns, a good fluorescence, nice highlighters, and good Opechi reds. Oh. Ehlers for the Jets. That card stuck. It's probably Dazzlers. Yep. Rantanen for the Avs. Ronberg for Vegas, which might mean this is a blank back then. Yep. Taylor Radish blank back for the Bolts. Taylor Radish blank back for the Bolts. One of my favorite cards. Love blank backs. So much so that I always make sure I give them a stand. Super rare cards. Flurry for Chicago. Neighbors for the Blues. I actually think I might know someone who is interested in that card. Those are for the Sabres, so I don't know who has the Bolts, but Kurt, it's your first break with us. Zach Jones for the Rangers. Adam Graves on the retired canvas. The Young'uns have sucked in this box, but everything else has been great. Reinhardt for the Panthers. There's a Perfetti, that's better. Puljujarvi. And a Gertson. That was the worst Young Gun crop I've ever seen. 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, that was legitimately one of the worst Young Gun crops I've seen out of 21-22 Series 2. But it came with the blank back, so no complaints. I don't know, there's just something about blank back cards that's so cool to me. All right. Final box here. Again, pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. I always like Series 1 and Series 2 breaks. It just generally brings some good value. And when you mix up a couple products, sometimes you just constantly roll super well. But you don't have to beat a blank back. Well, let's see if it can 22-23 can win it. I mean, hey, it is whenever we do these, it just does well. But yeah, fun break. Again, the price point was just a no-brainer to me. Marner for the Leafs. I was gonna try and do mixers, but it's just like I saw that we could do the price at this break for, and it was just like, okay. Samorukov for the Oilers, just lots of value and some high-end potential. But for the Panthers, well, Junior Grads at Pasta for the Bruins. Mercer for the Devils. Carcone for the Yotes. Lots of fun. Galvis for Chicago on the rookie porches. Instant impressions short print of Patrick Kane with the Showtime. So short print there of Kane. I am still putting the blank back ahead of it because blank backs are a lot more rare, but value wise, that's probably better. Slavkovsky for Calder. Look at that stack of inserts. Imama for the Yotes. Scheifele for the Jets. Pearson for the Red Wings. All right. Last row. So they need a young gun better than Perfetti. I will say that much. All right, we got a Lunchbox Legends in there. And back. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. We have one random to do so far. Should probably stay at one. Oh, no, there's potential for two. Pittsburgh on the welcome to. Sandberg for the Jets on the Dazzlers. Perot for the Ducks. Ben Jones for Vegas. Heiskanen for the Stars. Ethan Prow for the Sabres. Keller on the Lunchbox Legends for the Yotes. Kent Johnson for Columbus. Mandolise for the Senators. Jeannot on the instant impressions for the Predators. Clear cut of Schwartz for the Kraken. Funny how we got the boxes are pretty much mirroring each other. And Allmark for the Bruins. So that wraps it up. One random to do. Honestly, I kind of gotta say it's a tie. Like, that box is definitely a... no, I think between the two products, it's a tie overall. With, like, if you're counting the top end hit potential, it goes to 22-23, but yeah, we'll do the random, then we'll do a recap and go from there. Let me get this set up. I can go get some food in my belly. All right, here we go. 3 times on the 2 teams for the Young Gun Canvas checklist. Team on top gets it. Once. Twice. Ooh, is Arizona going to stay on top? No, Ottawa comes through. That is Brian. There we go. All right, recap time. Really solid break. So, excuse me, going through some of our base Young Guns, we got one Perfetti, a Sanderson, a Kuzmenko, a Sider, a Slavkovsky, a Newhook, a Tomasino, a Juracek. I just realized they're not centered. Another Perfetti, another Shane Wright, Eklund, Novak, Jakai, Kuzmenko, Sillinger, and a Mercer. Pretty good stuff there. Just somewhat get these alphabetically. Yeah, that's good enough. It's kind of the base Young Guns. There's some, we got a few ghoulies, some other good players, but for the most part, pretty solid. Series like 21-22 was kind of slow. I will say that. We did hit the canvas checklist of Gunther and Sanderson as well. Some of our shorter print hits here. We had the Instant Impression Showtime. Came for Chicago. Red Rookie of Lundell for the Panthers. Highlighters of Carter for the Penguins. And New Hook Fluorescence for the Avs. Some other shorter print inserts. Marcia So on the exclusives to 100. Canvas Black of Neighbors for the Blues. Iafredi for the Capitals on the Retired Legends. I think we hit Graves for the Rangers as well. Kodiak French Young Guns, Fluorescence of Borderload to 150. Holloway Canvas Black, Ratcliffe for the Predators on the Program of Excellence. French Young Guns of Allard, Cam York on the Young Gun Canvas Black, and Lucas Johansson, French Young Gun. So 3 French Young Guns, pretty good. Top hits of the break, we'll start in 4th place with the Takchev on the Young Guns exclusives. 3rd place, we'll go with the Larson High Gloss. Cool card. Not the highest valued compared to other stuff, but high glosses are always rare. 2nd place, hey, I love blank backs. So anytime we score a blank back, super happy. Nice Radish one here. There is a person on Twitter by the name of, I think it's, is it OT Cards, I believe? Twitter OT Cards. No, it's not OT Cards. That's the wrong person. I forget who it was. OTB_cards. That's who it is, I think, right? Is it them? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting mixed up. No, yeah, no, it's OTB. It's OTB_cards. Sorry. I know it's like OT something, but there we go. And then hit of the break, the Lucas Reichel printing plate black Dazzlers 1 of 1. Love to see it. Absolutely love printing plates and just how clean that one is. So that wraps things up. Like I said, breaks will get posted tomorrow. There will be 2 mixers. The first one will be, let me just pull them up here so I know what I'm talking about here. The first one will be a hobby mixer, a 21-22 hobby mixer. So it has 2 boxes of 21-22 Series 2, 2 boxes of 21-22 Ice, a box of SP Game Use from 21-22, a box of Allure from 21-22, and a box of SP Authentic from 21-22. Then the second break will be a clear cut mixer. The first break, by the way, is $39 a spot. The second break is a clear cut mixer, which has 2 of the 22-23 Series 2 hobbies, 1 of the 21-22 Series 2 hobbies, 1 21-22 Ice, 1 21-22 SP Game Used, and 1 20-20-21 clear cut. So those are what's on tap. Those should be posted by about 11 Pacific time, 11:30 noon tomorrow-ish, somewhere's in that range. So check your emails. That's normally the best way to get notified. So anyways, thank you, everyone. I'll get this sorted. It'll either get dropped off tomorrow or Thursday. OPG Platinum's just taking a long time to sort, and there's some other work to be done, but we'll try and get them as soon as possible there. Yeah, thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and I will see you Friday. Take care.